Dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum. This is Maksudur Rahman. Welcome you all at my class. Considering prevailing situation, Borishal Cadet College is providing necessary academic guidelines and short lecture on a specific link periodically. In this critical situation, you must stay at home along with your family members, study regularly and make best use of your time. Today I am going to discuss on stoichiometric chemistry. It is also known as quantitative chemistry for class 12. Today's important topics are stoichiometric chemistry, concentration, units of concentration, and conversion of concentration from one unit to another. So firstly, what is stoichiometric chemistry? It is a branch of chemistry that involves the measuring or predicting the amount of reactants or products in a chemical reaction. The term stoichiometric was first discovered by a German chemist named Jeremias Richter. This word is collected from a Greek word. The Greek stoichion means element and metron means measure. So literally its meaning is measure of elements. So why stoichiometric chemistry is important in chemistry? Because for this I mention a example. When sodium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, we get sodium chloride and water molecule. So if we take 40 gram of sodium hydroxide and 80 gram of hydrochloric acid, then here are some questions. How much sodium chloride or how much water will be formed in this reaction? Is the reaction completely occurred? Or is sodium hydroxide or hydrochloric acid be the limiting reagent? The answers of these questions are given by stoichiometric chemistry, because stoichiometric chemistry tells us how amount of reactants will be needed for a reaction, how much product will be formed. It also used to find out the expected amount of product with given quantities of reactants. That's why stoichiometric chemistry is very important in chemistry. And that's why we need to know about concentration of the solution and conversion of concentration. So what is concentration? Concentration is the amount of substance in a defined space. We can also define concentration as the ratio of solute in a solution. So now question, what is solution? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. You already know that solution has two parts. One is solute, another one is solvent. A solute is the substance that dissolves and the solvent is the majority of the solution. Now concentration expressed in terms of percentage unit. There are three ways to express concentration in terms of percentage. One is mass percentage. When grams of solute are present in 100 grams of solution, is called mass percentage. That means mass percentage equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Here is an example. 20% sodium hydroxide by mass means 20 gram sodium hydroxide solution in 100 gram of solution. Now second one is volume percentage. It is expressed by V by V. When volume of solute is present per 100 ml of solution, it is expressed by volume percentage. Volume percentage means volume of solute in milliliter divided by volume of solution in, it is also in milliliter, into 100. Here is an example. 10% ethyl alcohol by volume. It means 10 ml of ethyl alcohol is present in 100 ml of solution. And last one is mass by volume percentage. It is defined as the grams of solute per 100 milliliters of solution. So mass by volume percentage is mass of solute in gram unit divided by volume of solution in milliliter unit into 100. What is the example? 20% sodium hydroxide weight by volume. What is its meaning? Its meaning is 20 gram of sodium hydroxide is present in 100 ml solution. So this is called 20% sodium hydroxide weight by volume or mass by volume percentage. Now, sometimes when solutions are too dilute, we cannot express the concentration in percentage unit. In that case, we need to express ppm, ppt or ppb. What is ppm? ppm means parts per million, and ppt parts per trillion, ppb parts per billion. So first one I discuss, parts per million. When 1 milligram solute is present in 1 liter solution, this is called parts per million. 1 milligram solute when dissolved in 1 liter solution, we call it 1 parts per million. So parts per billion, when 1 microgram solute is present in 1 liter solution, it is called parts per billion. 1 parts per billion is 1000 times more dilute than 1 parts per million. Now parts per trillion. When 1 nanogram solute is present in 1 liter solution, it is called parts per trillion, and it is 1000 times more dilute than parts per billion and 10 lakh times more dilute than 1 parts per million. So now concentration unit based on moles. There are 2 units I will discuss here. One is molarity, another one is molality. So first one is molarity. When moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution, it is called molarity. Moles of solute is present in 1 liter of solution is called molarity. It is expressed by capital M. So when 1 mole solute present in 1 liter solution, it is called 1 molar solution. Like this, when half mole solution is present in 1 liter solution, it is called semi-molar or 0.5 molar solution. When 1/10 mole solute is present in 1 liter solution, it is called decimolar or 0.1 molar solution. And molar solution is a standard solution. Why we called it standard solution? Standard solution is a solution whose concentration is known to us. Here 1 molar solution means 1 mole solute present in 1 liter solution. As its concentration is known to us, that's why it is called standard solution. Now molality. When moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent, not solution. When 1 mole of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent, it is called molality. It is expressed by small m. So we called it 1 molar solution, not 1 molar solution. We called it 1 molar solution. 1 molar sodium hydroxide means when 1 mole sodium hydroxide is present in 1 kilogram of solvent, it is called 1 molar sodium hydroxide. So which one is better between molality and molarity? From the definition of molality, we know that it is related with the weight of solvent and number of moles of solute. And weight of solvent and number of moles of solute both are independent of temperature. That's why molality is not temperature dependent. On the other hand, molarity is related to the volume of the solution and number of moles of solute. Though number of moles of solute is not changed with temperature, but volume changes with temperature. At higher temperature, volume of liquid increases, and at lower temperature, volume of liquid decreases. So molarities of solution also vary at different temperature. That's why molality is more suitable than molarity. Now question, how we can prepare molar solution? At first, we need to weight the given sample or substance. Then we need to take this measured substance into a volumetric flux, that is 1/3 or half filled with distilled water. Now transfer this measured substance into the volumetric flux and stir it until solid get dissolved. Then add sufficient amount of water up to the mark position. In this way, we can prepare molar solution. So if we summarize the units of concentration, we can see that weight by weight or mass percentage is mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100%. Volume percentage or V by V percentage equal to volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Weight by volume or mass by volume percentage equal to mass of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. ppm means 1 milligram solute when dissolved in 1 liter solution. ppb when 1 microgram solute present in 1 liter solution, and ppt is when 1 nanometer solute is present in 1 liter solution. And in terms of mole, one is molarity. When 1 mole of solute present in 1 liter of solution, it is called molarity. And when moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent, it is called molality. So now, how we can convert concentration from one unit to another unit? So if we need to convert molarity into percentage unit, so at first we recall what is molarity. Molarity is number of moles in 1 liter of solution, and percentage W by V, basically weight by volume or mass by volume percentage is mostly used in case of percentage unit. That's why I use it here. So percentage unit is grams of solute dissolved in 100 milliliters of solution. So if we need to express the concentration of 1 molar sodium carbonate solution into percentage unit, we need to first convert 1 molar sodium carbonate into gram unit. From this 1 molar sodium carbonate solution, we know that in 1 liter or 1000 ml of sodium carbonate, we have 106 gram sodium carbonate, as 106 is the molecular mass of sodium carbonate. So we can say from this 1 molar sodium carbonate solution, there are 106 gram sodium carbonate is present in 1 liter or 1000 ml of solution. So in terms of weight by volume percentage, we need to express this amount into 100 ml of solution. So in 100 ml of solution, 10.6 gram sodium carbonate is present. So the concentration of sodium carbonate is 10.6% weight by volume. Another example of molarity into percentage unit, that is the concentration of 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide solution in weight by volume. So that's why at first we need to take 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide solution, means in 1 liter or 1000 ml, 5.61 gram potassium hydroxide is present. So in case of weight by volume, we need to express it into 100 ml. So in 100 ml potassium hydroxide, amount of potassium hydroxide is 0.561 gram. So the concentration of potassium hydroxide is 0.561 gram percentage weight by volume. So if we need to convert percentage unit into molarity, what we will do? Here I recall molarity. Molarity is number of moles in 1 liter solution, and weight by volume or percentage unit equal to grams of solute per 100 milliliters of solution. So if you need to express the concentration of 0.561% potassium hydroxide solution into molarity, then we need 0.561% potassium hydroxide solution equals to, in 100 ml potassium hydroxide solution, there are 0.56 gram of potassium hydroxide. So we need to convert it into how amount of potassium hydroxide is present in 1000 ml or 1 liter solution. So in 1 liter solution, there are 5.61 gram potassium hydroxide. So in terms of molarity, we need to convert gram unit into mole unit. So if this gram unit is divided by molecular mass, then we get mole unit. So 56.1, if we divided by 56.1, that is the molecular mass of potassium hydroxide, then we get mole per liter, and this mole per liter is called molarity. So after dividing by molecular mass, we get 0.01 molar. So the concentration of potassium hydroxide into molarity unit is 0.01 molar. So if you need to convert molarity unit into parts per million unit, we know that molarity is number of moles in 1 liter of solution, and parts per million is 1 milligram solute in 1 liter of solution. And if we need to express the concentration of 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide solution into parts per million unit, then 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide solution equals to, that means in 1000 milliliter or 1 liter potassium hydroxide solution, we have 5.61 gram potassium hydroxide. So in case of ppm, we need to convert this amount into milligram per 1 liter solution. So in 1 liter solution, we have 5.61 into 10 to the power 3 milligram. If we convert gram unit into milligram unit, we need to multiply this amount into by 1000. So we get 561 milligram per liter. This is the ppm unit of this solution. So the concentration of potassium hydroxide is 5610 ppm unit. So now, if we need to express one unit to two different units, what we will do? Here is an example. We need to express 0.05 ppm potassium hydroxide solution into molarity and percentage. So at first we try to convert ppm into molarity. So molarity is number of moles in 1 liter solution, and parts per million equal to 1 milligram solute in 1 liter solution. So 0.05 ppm potassium hydroxide solution equal to 0.05 milligram per liter. And if we try to convert milligram into gram, we need to multiply this amount by 1000. So we get this amount. Now we need to convert gram unit into mole unit. That's why we divide this amount by its molecular mass. And for molecular mass of potassium hydroxide is 56.1. So we get 0.89 molar. So this is the molarity of potassium hydroxide solution. So now we convert ppm into percentage. So 0.05 ppm potassium hydroxide means 0.005 milligram per liter. This means in 1 liter or in 1000 ml solution, potassium hydroxide contain 0.05 milligram or 0.00005 gram. So in 100 ml solution of potassium hydroxide solution contain 0.000005 gram. And this is the concentration of potassium hydroxide in terms of weight by volume percentage unit. Here are some questions for your practice. One is find out the concentration of 10% sodium hydroxide in ppm unit. Second one is express the concentration of 100 ml 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide in ppm unit. Third one is express the concentration of 0.5 molar sodium carbonate into percentage unit. And last one is find out the molarity of 10.6 gram sodium carbonate dissolved in 250 centimeter cube of solution. Today we learned about stoichiometric chemistry, different units of concentration, and conversion of concentration from one unit to another unit. In our next class, we will discuss on titration and redox reaction. Thank you very much for your participation. I want to say you again that stay home, stay safe, continue your study, and make the best use of your time.